Welcome back to the Angry American. Listen, folks, this Haitian story is out of control. Little backstory. Springfield is a city in Ohio that has been invaded with 20,000 Haitian refugees, asylum seekers. There's 20,000 refugees, or whatever you want to call them, Haitians, and the city was only 60,000 people to begin with. So you got this little town. It's not tiny, but it's not big at all. It's pretty small. 60,000 people is not a big town. And it has been crushed under the weight of the city managers and the city council and the mayor, probably on the take, putting all these Haitian refugees in this small little city. It's basically destroyed the city. I'll show you a little backstory on Springfield, Ohio. There's where it says it's about 60,000 people and roughly 20,000 Haitians have come into this little town. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You just destroyed. Imagine, well, hold on. Here's Cincinnati right here on this map. And here's Dayton, Ohio, and Springfield's right here. Columbus is over here. So Springfield's probably, and I grew up in this area, probably an hour roughly from Cincinnati. And down here, if you zoom out, this is Kentucky right here. There's Lexington. And down in here is where that nut job in London, Kentucky is shooting people from the highway. But anyway, we're here to talk about the crazy Haitian thing. So let me get back to that. We're going to watch this video real quick because this is insane. These poor people, you know, imagine growing up in this town. Your town has been completely, irreparably transformed. You know, everything you knew and loved about your town, all your memories, and the way it was, it's just completely been changed. And it's all part of their plan. They're trying to destroy this country. They cannot have a country where we have freedoms and we're all doing really good. You know, in the 90s, everything was good. Early 2000s, everything was good. Now it's just a shit show. Let's get right to the story. So little Springfield just got destroyed by these Haitians. Let's hear what this guy has to say real quick.
Me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun because I see what's going on in these streets. And I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits. And I'm getting out here every day. And I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into... they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them. And
Holy shit, that one blew my mind. Let me tell you a little story that I have about Haitians. I've got a couple. I used to live in the lower Florida Keys, okay? So we went through Hurricane Irma in 2017, which leveled the lower Florida Keys. So anyway, we had what's called a hurricane relief center. It's a big white, like circus-sized tent that they put on the island right after the storm to, you know, people could go get there and get supplies and, you know, things that they needed for their house or whatever it was. Clothes, food, everything. Cleaning supplies, everything. Building supply, whatever you needed. It was all free. So Miami did not get hit by that storm. But what happened is the Haitians would come down with their pickup trucks, rifle through all the clothes, looking for name brands and newer clothes, take them, load up their truck, drive back up to Miami, unload it, come back down and get another load. They got banned from the Hurricane Relief Center. That's how bad it was. And I had two girls that worked for me too, two Dominican girls, and they're both black, and they said the Dominicans, and they share an island. They did not like the Haitians. Dominicans and Haitians do not get along. I said, well, why is that? She said they're lazy, and I forget what else she said, but the main thing that stuck out in my head, she said they were lazy. I don't know if she said they were dishonest or dirty. I don't know what it was, but it was definitely not good. So these Haitians have come into this town, and I guess they're driving cars. I don't know how they're getting licenses and IDs. You know how it is. Welcome to the shit fest that, you know, from Obama on, Democrat presidents have created, and including, you know, the Bushes, in my opinion. I think they were scumbags. But anyway, they have created this huge mess where these people are just, he said they're turning over cars in the street. They're running into all kinds of shit. It's madness, okay? Imagine that, you know, basically a third of the population, the amount, just dumped in. So, you know, you got 60, you're putting another 20 in. That's growing by a third of people that are just not acclimated, nor do they probably have interest in acclimating to American society. And it's causing huge problems. Let's check out this other lady's video. She's got a good little video here, and she gives some input too.
Noelle? Thank you.
I live at 426 Northwestern Avenue. Miss Skinner, who I'm not trying to put on the spot, is my neighbor.
Just talk to me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And I'm done with what I'm seeing. It is so unsafe in my neighborhood anymore. I have the homeless that were trying to camp out, and I have made concessions with them, and I try to help them the best I can to keep them from trying to squat on my property. But it is so unsafe. I have men that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard. And I can't. Look at me, I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly, and last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noelle, guess what? It's time to pack up and move. He said, we can't do this anymore. He said, it's killing both of us mentally. I don't understand what you expect of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status and you're protecting them, and I understand that our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed. But who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me?
No one.
I want out of this town. I am sorry. Please give me a reason to stay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody is the answer. These people are not looking out for you. They're all lining their pockets. They all have woke agendas, and they don't see that throwing 20,000 people into a city of 60,000 people, they don't see how that could be a problem. It's just sheer madness what they're doing to this poor town in Springfield, Ohio. And it's coming to a town near you. If Harris Walls gets in the office, I don't like to doom and gloom, but I mean, what the hell do you think's going to happen, Angry Army? What do you think's going to be the result of 4 more years of their insane policies? It's going to be sheer madness. Haitians are in the park grabbing ducks, cutting the heads off, and eating them. I mean, flipping cars over all over town. It's just chaos, and that's what they want. Springfield, Ohio is no longer this quaint, mid-sized town. It's now destroyed. It's now turned into a giant, chaotic mess. And that poor lady, she's ready to move the fuck out of there because it's gotten that crazy. And this shit needs to stop. And we have to get out and vote Donald Trump back into office in November. We have no choice. Any sane American, you're going to have to do it. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you in this one. I had to make a video about it because I thought it was so crazy. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, guys. Because it's just going to get a whole lot crazier shit like this coming to a town near you before it gets better. So remember to share the video, like the video, comment down below, subscribe. You have to do all of those for me, please. And thank you. It's your job. All right, guys. Till next time. Peace. Peace out.
All you have to do is look at the map.
I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.